3, 2, 1.
Hey guys, it's Chris
and Ver,
and we're CD2 Fishing, and we're back for another installment of our Tackle Talk Thursday. I'll just go over briefly because the last video that we dropped is pretty much the same old you've heard me yap on about. It's a golden shiner jackhammer, and it is a 4-inch easy shiner golden minnow color from YOLOtek. Very simple setup. It works great offshore. I've been dragging it over brush piles and offshore dredges that have humps in it and different contoured bottom and stuff like that. A little bit different than a lot of people fish down here, but clearly it paid off for me. I caught an 8.3 doing that. And it's nice too because that same rod, if you're not finding them offshore, we can push in a canal and catch them in a canal, you know, ripping them through grass and around pads and everything else like that. So yeah, that was it on that. Like I said, that's just a golden shiner chatterbait. I've said it 100 times to you guys by now. I just love them. So also another one, if maybe your tackle shop doesn't happen to carry jackhammers, check out a Berkeley slobber knocker, guys. This is Fur's setup. He's throwing this. This is a Lew's Classic Pro that I customized. I did green accents on it, green, and then it's on a laser TXS. Actually, the reel that came off of this like basically disintegrated, so I stole all the green stuff off of it. This is going to be your slobber knocker. This is what Fur was throwing. A little bit different. There's a little bit more white in it, but it has gold tinsel. I do like that. These slobber knockers are nice. I don't really have any complaints on them. I like my jackhammers too, but this slobber knocker is an excellent choice. And same thing, that's that 4-inch easy shiner from YOLOtek, and it's called Golden Minnow. So leading into this, we had our second tournament in our series, our local home lake. You've seen a bunch of it. They do a spring and early summer series. It's Monday nights, shotgun start, 3 fish limit, launch at 6:30, weigh in at 10, 3.5 hours. It's quick, but I screwed up, guys. I blew it. I lost an absolute stud of a fish, didn't I? Mm-hmm. Dummy me, and it's a complete rookie mistake. I take all blame for it. It 100% falls on my shoulders. I put together a rod with a little bit heavier fluoro on it. It wasn't one of my Fitzgeralds, it wasn't one of our Googans, it wasn't a name brand reel, it was an off brand reel. I'm not gonna throw a company under the bus, it's whatever. But anyways, I've had nothing but problems out of that reel. I should have known better than to try it. Well, something messed up in the drag. First cast, pull up to a brush pile. I'm actually fixing to show you guys what we were using. First cast out there, it dropped, and when I jigged it twice on that brush pile, nailed. It felt like an F-150 hit that thing hit my worm under the water. And when I reeled down and went to go set the hook, nothing, just drag. And I fought her all the way to the boat. Fur was a perfect net man. I couldn't ask for a better partner in that situation. But he probably should have asked for a better partner because Dad screwed up, and I cost us money. We definitely would have been in the money, without a shadow of a doubt. Just looking at the board, whenever everybody weighed in, we would have been in the money. We would have had a top 5. Makes me more motivated for next week. I'm gonna take all of it, learn from it, turn it into motivation, right? Mm-hmm. And we're gonna get back after it. Fur carried the team. You want to tell them about how you caught them? Step on over a little bit.
I casted that slobber knocker right there under a dock. It was my second cast under the dock, right?
Yep.
And probably about a 2-pounder came up and just smashed it right there. And I had a drag problem too, but I got the fish up in the boat.
More than likely, my fault too. I had a rough night, guys. There's no other way. There's no excuses. I screwed up. I'm gonna own it. I'm gonna be a better partner for my kiddo here, and either that or he's gonna have a mutiny on the ship, and he's gonna take ownership. Heck, we got the same name, so the title would line right up. So same address, same everything. So, but yeah, we were working. I've got a canal system. We call it the moat. I'm not gonna tell y'all where it is. I'm sure if you fish my home lake, you can figure it out. But we were working around that little area, and I caught one tiny little dink. I mean, goodness gracious, it wasn't much bigger than the jackhammer I caught it on. And as we were pulling out, I was telling him, it's so funny, I caught a 2-pounder on the dot. That video is actually not even out yet. I'm kind of behind on getting videos out, guys. I do apologize. This life has been absolutely insane. I was just telling him, I was like, yeah, first cast when I pulled up to this little spot on the other side of the dock we were at, I was like, as soon as that golden shiner chatterbait hit the water, boom, 2-pounder. Not even 30 seconds after I say that, I look back and he's got his rod laid over. He had skipped it up under the dock and was working this golden shiner slobber knocker out of that dock, and right when he got to the piling on the dock, just nailed it. And he carried the team, guys. To tell you how bad of a night we had a 3-fish limit for 3.03 pounds. I blew it. He carried the team. His fish was 2, and I had 2 fish. This is how small they were, guys, that made up that other 1.03 pounds. So I was on it, baby. I'll show you my typical go-to rig, and this has worked for me in the past on the Harris chain, and it worked when nothing else we were throwing in. I mean, I was bumping fish in the face on live scope and could not get them to eat. And I started blind casting this. I've won money off of this worm. I preach this worm to everybody, and I love sharing it with everybody so y'all can experience it too, guys. This is a Zoom big dead ringer. Look at that tail. Look at that curled action on it. This is Junebug. I have not thrown any other colors except for Junebug. I throw this on a little bit heavier weight than normal. This is on a 3/8 ounce tungsten pinned. This is a 5/0 Trocar EWG. And I just pin them and work them real slow over that brush. Now, one little bit of information, you guys might do it. If you don't, try it. My little tip, if you feel yourself get onto brush, you know, say you're fishing like the Harris chain where they've got a lot of moss back, which is your synthetic brush piles that FWC dropped, which I'm sure these synthetic fish attractors are all over the country. As soon as I feel that weight catch that, you'll watch. If you guys watch me, I'll pop it real quick. And 9 times out of 10, if there is a fish sitting down there on that pop, they will smack it. So you gotta watch your line. If you're in pitch black conditions like we've been fishing in these night tournaments, and it's hard, you guys probably won't see me do it. That's why I want to tell you now. I keep a finger on that. With fluoro, you know you're gonna, even on a dead slack line, you still should be able to feel them hit. That's never a guarantee. So I keep a little bit of pressure on my finger. So when I pop it, I'll hold my finger up on the line and I'll feel it. You should be able to feel a little bit of a shock when that fish hits it. And then you see, I'll just reel down to where I can feel it and just lay the hammer on them. Other guys will fish this with a quarter. I used to fish it with a quarter, but some of these brush piles we fish are 20 to 24 feet of water. There's one on the Harris chain that I fish that drops to like 28. I haven't even taken him to that one yet. I found it on accident. I'm gonna rip a big 10XD on that one once it starts warming up and then fish are sitting there. This is on a Fitzgerald 7.3 medium heavy. This is a Stunner HD rod. I like these rods quite a bit. This is a JDM 21 XNs with a little bit larger grips on it. I'm still not used to these grips, and this one's on 16-pound Sunline fluoro. Now, this is my problem child. This reel right here, again, I'm not going to show you guys what it is. I'm not going to throw anybody under the bus. I'm sure some of y'all might look at the colors on it and know. Anyways, drag's like completely shot in this. This is a reel that I don't use, and this is a rod that I don't use, but it's what I had sitting in the pile here, and I needed something. This has got 14-pound Sunline fluoro. This is money. I started fishing. I'd never fished this setup before, ever. This was on a whim that I threw this the other night, and this is what got smoked first cast. All right, guys. These are Greg Hackney series. I happened to find these at an Academy Outdoors over by Lake Toho in Kissimmee. I'm glad I looked at that. That line's frayed. Look at that fray right there. Oof. Working brush piles, always check your line, guys. This is a 3/8 ounce. I call this a swing football head. I've heard it called a bunch of different names. I was at Brooker's Bait and Tackle in Leesburg earlier, and the man called it another name I'd never heard before. So, yeah, that's about it. Golly, look at the teeth marks from that big fish. Y'all probably ain't gonna see it, but man, this head is chewed up. But basically, this articulates, look at that, I mean, almost 360 degrees. So when it hits the bottom, this is a 6th sense ridge worm. 6th sense ridge worm. This is called dark water bug. It's like black blue flake on one side and plum fleck on the other side. It's a neat color. What I caught my other fish that we weighed in, and I missed that giant on. I missed a couple of bites on it. That was on a June bug red or red bug, whichever you want to call it. I can't remember exactly what 6th Sense calls it. And like I said, this is just a 3/8 ounce Hackney swing. I actually have 6th Sense swing jigs like this here. I just picked some up. They just looks like a little bit better hook. And a larger hook at that too. So yeah, this has been the ticket. I actually just went, the reason I did go to Brooker's is I bought a original series 6th Sense 7'3" heavy action. And that's gonna have a Shimano Corrado MGL XG 8-to-1 ratio. I just like to be able to set the hook, have the backbone to drag them, and those first 3 cranks are already up out of there. And that takes a lot of the risk out of it, you know. But give this a try, guys. Check them out. 6th Sense ridge worms. They are a big worm. It's 10-inch, but look at that tail. Just imagine the action in the water. And I will tell you guys, I have yet to have a short strike issue with it. If you could see that swing football head right now, it is nothing but teeth marks, right? Just to make sure I'm not lying to you guys.
Scratched up.
Yep. So, yeah. These tournaments are going to be every Monday. Again, guys, I apologize. I am behind on footage. We've had like every appliance at the house break. My boat's been in and out of having some electrical problems. I'm doing a total complete facelift on that. First, deep into school, deep into flag football right now, and being a kid and having fun. You can see his hair's a little wet right now because somebody was swimming. But yeah, guys, that's that. If you have any questions about anything that you've seen, drop a comment down below. If you happen to follow us on social media, shoot me a message there. If you don't follow us on there, you should. And that's CD2 Fishing, just like our name on here, just like you see it. Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. Shoot me a message, guys. I'm pretty much an open book. So I'm not gonna sit there and take you to my spots, but I will help any other way I can. Anything you wanna add, Flip Flop?
Nope.
Nope. We have noticed the chatterbait bite starting to taper off. It's nowhere near as good as it was last month, so we're not sure what's going on with that. Might switch up and throw a different color. I've just fallen in love with chatterbaits, and I'm coming from a guy that never really threw them. I never really was a huge chatterbait fan, but I am a changed man after the big one y'all saw me lay in the boat recently. I need her to show back up again soon and weigh like 2 or 3 more pounds more so he can take a check home. But anyways, guys, I think I'm gonna hop off of here. It's late, I'm tired, he's tired, he's got school, I got a heck of a lot of work to do. So is that it?
Yep.
All right, I'm gonna let the boss of the applesauce here sign us out. I'm tired.
Make sure you guys check us out on all other social medias like Instagram and TikTok and Facebook. And this is Fur signing out of CD2 Fishing, and we'll see you guys in the next video. Bye, guys.
Real quick, I want to add in, if you guys have any need for camera accessories, battery backups, camera mounts for your boat, SIM cards, accessories for GoPros, Tacticam, hit up my YOLOtek. If you guys look in the description under us, I will link our affiliate link. You help us out. You help a great veteran-owned company that takes exceptional care of their clients. And if you guys watch MLF, BASS, you name it, ABAs, anything, any of those camera mounts that you guys see in those boats, those are YOLOtek's. If you got any questions, again, guys, I'm an open book. Let me know. Also, stay tuned. We have a new affiliate. I will be announcing it very soon. We just got everything finalized. But let's just say if you guys need some of the best mounts for your graphs on your boat and that the industry offers, stay tuned because we got you covered, guys. All right. The boss man already said it. I'm going to quit yapping. Bye, guys.